Yes, and welcome to Woodshire, or Woodshire, depending on where you're from. And this is another option for my next career save. Obviously, I went through Oakfield Farm recently, and this is another one that I'm looking at. It rates pretty highly on Mod Hub. And so I thought I'd take a quick look through the map, and you can tell me what you think. Let's jump in there now. I've got no mods whatsoever enabled on the map at the moment. But let's just get past that. That's all good. And here we are. We have spawned in by our house by the looks of things. And there goes what seems to be the makings of our farm. But for a start, let's just take a quick look at the map. I'll bring it up here on the mini-map. And it looks quite cartoonish, the map. But we're sort of smack bang in the middle of the actual map itself. Looks like we've got a lake over to the western side of the map. An quarry to the southern side. But if we take a look in our menu here, we can see that you start with 4 fields by the looks of it. Field number 2, 12, 5 and 6. So 4 fields to get things going. It looks like it's mostly made up of pretty symmetrical fields with a few odd shaped ones thrown in there just for something a bit different. If we go into the types of crops that they offer here, now there's, well, for a start, there are a number of tipping points here, and there is also a train, which just makes it a little bit different. And up the top there, as you can see, there's a couple of extra, oh no, there goes, actually, that's the sugar cane. I got completely confused there, which is not unusual. But I believe there are actually some different crops in here, and I can't quite see them at the moment. So that was very exciting, wasn't it? What a great way to start. There you go. I'm sure I passed a field when I took a quick look at this. Anyway, moving right along. You can have full trust in my professional ability. Anyway, you start with 10 sheep. And obviously there's pigs and cows that you can go and purchase eventually. And apart from that, it's seasons ready if you want to do seasons on this particular map. But let's start off by taking a look around the main yard here. And as you can see, we've got a, helps if I go forward, we've got a tipper right there. And I'll just run into the wall. You can't go up those stairs. There we go. Looks like we've got our sheep. Yep, they're located over in this little paddock here, or this little field. There goes their water and feeding troughs. We've got a, which looks like a loading wagon there. And a path up to some fields. And over here, let's take a look at some of the equipment. It's pretty nice looking, by the way, and frame rates seem to be pretty good. We've got a plough sitting in there, a cultivator, and it's a lawnmower. It looks like for attaching to the front of a mower. And here goes the side, the butterfly side for the mower right there. So you've got a decent amount of width to start mowing straight away. Looks like with the, I think that's a tedder. Could be a windrower. One of the two. I think it's a windrower actually. And you start off with the Case International, Case IH, what is it, the 1660, oh, the axial flow. Okay, that's a sort of standard sort of starting combine harvester. It doesn't have a massive working width, but it will be decent. We've got a New Holland tractor of some variety right there. Looks like some fertilizer, a fertilizer spreader. And a sowing machine right there, or a seeder. Over here you've got your workshop. This looks very familiar. This is exactly the same workshop as in Altenstein. There we go. Got a well here. I'm not too sure whether that actually provides, I don't see, potentially it is a trigger for some water. We've got our Case IH older tractor here, the 1455 XL. This appears to be your house. You can't go in. And you've got the good old Lizard Rodeo Death Trap right there. Got some crops growing over here. Now, is this field here, is this one of the fields you start with? No, it isn't. That's field 3. You start with, looks like a field that has, let's go through these trees here. Looks like we've got some wheat growing over here in this field here. So you can go ahead and that's ready to harvest straight away. That's if you're not playing seasons, of course. So there we go. That's the main yard. It's pretty good textures around here. I love the little tracks going up through there. And, oh look, we just got some... Straight away, we've got some wool. Nice. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll jump in our Lizard Rodeo here. Hopefully we'll survive. And if we take a look at the map, how about we move down to the barn? So I will catch you once we get down to the barn. Okay, I thought I'd jump back in here and just so you get a bit of a feel for the roads here. Quite a skinny, narrow road you've got to deal with. With a bunch of fields around. So I mean, it looks like there's probably enough room to fit a combine harvester down these, but it's hard to tell really. Straight ahead is the barn. There goes another field over there. And here we are down at the barn. I'll just jump out. So this is where you can sell some hay, no doubt. And some more fields, some pretty cool looking wind. Is this a, what the heck does this thing do? Does something. And you've got your barn over here. You can sell your hay. There you go. There's a deed giveaway there. And over here you've got your pig yard, which is a pretty cool looking pig barn yard. What do you call it? Whatever. Troughs. Pig mess. Muddy. Whatever. I have no idea. And in here, I'm not too sure what this is. It could just purely be a storage shed by the looks of things. Not unless that's a place for the pigs to hang out while they're waiting to provide bacon for everybody. Perhaps. We've got a tipping point right here by the looks of it, I would imagine. Or is that just a loading point, perhaps? There doesn't seem to be anywhere you can tip. Although, if we take a quick look at our map, no, it looks like the barn is just the only place right there that you can tip anything out. And we go across, we've got some more storage over here. Plenty of storage here. We've got some silos over here. Well, this is definitely a tipping point. Here we go. Right here, the barn tipping point with silos. So I wonder if those are actually your main silos. If we just go into our main menu here and have a look at the map a little bit more closely. But I'm just wondering whether that right there is your main storage. I think it could well be the case that that is the main storage for your crops that you go ahead and harvest. Looks like sort of a secondary yard down here, doesn't it? You live up in the other yard, but this is the yard that you actually perhaps are working more out of. Got a basketball hoop here. Get in there. Where's the ball? Got a ball around here? I don't think this is a workshop in here by the looks of it. It's just some textures and a bit of scenery. Man, I'd probably prefer to have that car. It's probably less of a death trap. Higher safety rating. Got some tomatoes and... oh, look at this. We've got chickens in here. We've got the tomatoes. So we've got everything that you need right there. Alright. That's pretty cool. I love that storage up the top there. How are you supposed to get it down though? Alright. Let's take some more storage here too. Let's, we'll take a trip from here. We'll go right down to the left-hand side of the map there and check out perhaps the some of the scenery down the western side of the map. So I will be right back. Alright, here we are. We're coming around a roundabout, which is always a bit tricky. I drove around it the wrong way. And here we are. Down at the waterfront. You've got a nice little bench here to sit on, and look at that. Fantastic. Great views out there. So a little cabin down there. I don't think there's much you can do with that. This is where you can go and sell your eggs, should you have any. And that's actually the railway bridge across the top there. So the railway line goes around... whoa, hey, what's up? Goes around most of the map. If we take a look at the map once again, you can see that the railway line is... if you can, it's the grey sort of browny track you can see right around the edge of the map, which goes through Maplefield Mill on the eastern side. Hopefully you can see that. But let's go down here. But this is a pretty cool looking building. A lot of people wearing suits for a farm, for the country. Maybe there's a wedding or a funeral on, who knows. We'll just go up here, and here we go. We're on the train track. Nice. That is very nice down there. So really, that's for just really dropping off your eggs. So nothing significant, but it is kind of pretty cool. And there goes another factory over there. I wonder if that... doesn't look like there's anything that you actually do there, although it does have a little bit of an exclamation mark there. So there's probably a field there to buy. By the way, we might as well just cycle through the vehicles, and here goes the train right here. It'd be cool to actually do a map with a train, because obviously Goldcrest Valley has one, but not many other... oh, there are quite a few mod maps that have them, but maybe that might be a cool little thing to add into the mix. Anyway, that's your train. And then if we just get back to our vehicle. There we go. Alright, that's very nice, nicely designed, that's for sure. Let's go and look at the right agribusiness. Actually, we'll look at the quarry on the way, so I'll meet you down at the quarry. On our way to the quarry, we've got another sort of little farm storage area over here, just to our right. And up here, another little area here, little dwelling with a quite a significantly sized field attached to it. But if we look over here, if we just come over the rise and around through this little tree opening, we find ourselves down at the quarry. So we'll work our way around here without hopefully going too fast and ending up crashing the vehicle. That's definitely the car. I want that car instead. But here we are. Here goes the quarry. Now, I don't believe that there's anything you can do here. But I stand to be corrected on that. Perhaps there is some mining that you could add into here. I'm just not 100% sure. Perhaps it's more for just for sort of aesthetic pleasure. But we do have over here. So perhaps this is... I don't know whether this is actually going to be used for mining. Whether you can do some mining down here and then perhaps do something in here. I'm not too sure. I'll need to go and check that out. I haven't done enough research on this particular map. But it's certainly, even if you can't, it's a pretty cool looking part of the map. But with all this work they've put in, surely there's something you can do. So if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. But there you go. There goes the mine. Perhaps it produces something in here. Surely. Surely. Anyway, we'll move our way around to Right Agribusiness. I'll see you down there. Okay, I've just parked on the side of the road here. Here's Wright's Agribusiness right here with a tipping point. Man, they must be stocking up for the winter. Plenty of firewood around. There we go. And if we go right across the road, it appears like... Have we got a vehicle... Oh no, this is the sawmill right here, in fact. Just a different looking building than usual. But if we work right in here, we can see, yep, plenty of logs around. So no doubt you bring your logs in here. There were some trees right there. In fact, you could cut down. It wouldn't be a big trip whatsoever. This is definitely a different looking building, that's for sure. And here we go. We've got a big crane that can offload. It looks like that's where the logs go. Perhaps there's a wood chip scenario around here too. There it is, right there. So, as we know, forestry very, very profitable. So, a good opportunity on this map to do that. Can you go up here? No, you can't. Alright, let's have a look. Where's the next place that we'll go? Let's make our way up past the spinnery towards the bakery, Pacific Grain. There's a lot happening in the sort of the southeastern part of the map. Let's make our way there now. Alright, we're just going past the spinnery there on the left-hand side as I go on the wrong side of the road. And what have we got here to our right? Nothing really. There is a bakery down this lane. Let's take a little bit of a joyride through this part of the map. Heaps of fields here, that's for sure. This is kind of cool. Okay, here goes the bakery right here. You can drop off some more eggs if you need to. Another point for another spawn point for something, not too sure what. And if we keep going up the road here, we come up to good old, what's that there? Oh, there goes a nice little area that you could actually put something in there, like some glass houses or something like that, perhaps. There's Goldcrest Pacific Grain there on the left. And on the right, we've got another place to drop off eggs. What's this place called? Mary's Farm. This is Mary's Farm. Let's just jump out so we can take a look around. Mary's Farm. There goes the tipping point right through here. This is really cool. Nice. Come round the back here. Grand old brick building. These actually look like bales that you can use. I haven't got my little thing, my little analyzer, but they sort of look like... Are they? They certainly do. Maybe they're just textures. Just scenery, who knows? We've got some big silos. Look at those. Very cool through here. We've got some glass houses here. I'm not too sure if they're operational at all. Looks like they're just... Let's have a look in here. They may be. Maybe not. Maybe not. But there's Mary's Farm right there. And right across the road, good old Goldcrest. And the tipping point right there, nice and easy. And if we work our way up the road just a little bit further, we have got... Let's take a look at the map. And let's stop that drifting. I'm not too sure. Is this Goldcrest Pacific? So we're at Mary's Farm right there. Goldcrest Pacific Grain. Let's have a look. Is this another tipping point? It could be. Although it looks pretty bare. It could just be a building with for some scenery once again. Oh no, it's got a... It looks like there's another tipping point there. And another... Perhaps that could be for the train. Although there doesn't seem... Oh, yeah, that could be, actually. That definitely looks like something for... Perhaps that's the... yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. It's the tipping point and loading point for the train. There we go. Cool. Very, very cool. Alright, now let's take a look at our next destination. How about we'll work our way up to Maplefield Mill, up there on the right-hand side of the map, on the eastern side of the map. We'll just quickly go past the shop on the way, though, so I will catch you over there. Just as we approach the shop up here, it's a really nice looking landscape, as you can see, with all the trees. I'm hacking off the locals at the moment with my driving, but as you can see, rolling countryside here, plenty of forestry around to take advantage of, plenty of fields, a really nice backdrop of those mountains over there, just really well put together map actually. And here we go, here goes the shop. So that's where your vehicles will spawn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those round bales are actually got to be what you call it, scenery. So we've got to go up here to get to Maplefield Mill. Let's get around the corner without crashing. And up here we've got some roadworks happening on the left hand side. Nice touch, some more forestry lining the road. Some nice little touches like these loaders hanging around. You've got excavators. Also looks like you've got plenty of room, plenty of fields that can just be mown for grass, which is always handy. And as we come over the top of the hill here, this looks like quite a good hill to skateboard down, in fact. And here we are. What's the name of this again? We're in Maplefield Mill. So let's just check that out. And there we go. There's the offloading and loading point. It doesn't look like there's a loading. Maybe it's just offloading point. Surely there's loading. Just a small little area here for the train to come in and either sell some or pick up some crops, I would imagine. Alright, let's just take a look at the map once again. I think what we'll do is we'll work up to this. The only bit we haven't really gone to is the biogas plant, which we'll do last. And this area right at the top of the map with the roundabout. Let's just go and check that out and see what's up there. Okay, we're approaching the top of the map here, and it looks like it's really just a roundabout. There's nothing happening. Oh, I hit the edge of the map there. So it just looks like a turning point up here. There's a little grass track. Should we go? What's up here? Let's see what is this. Okay, this goes to a little area. Let's just quickly go up and check that out. Heaps of little hidden gems around here. And once again, the train looks like an area for the train to come through. And you can pick stuff up, drop stuff off. Looks like logs could be the go here also. Little ramp over there. We've got some logs. That's the dead giveaway. A lot of forestry here. So yeah, purely maybe I would say that's to give easy access to the forest to be able to load up all the logs that you've cut down. The other thing down here, which couldn't see before, where is it? Down here, there's a little stream running through the center of the map here. Really nice. There we go. All right. Last thing to do is check out the biogas plant, and then that will be the map first look completed. So let's go down there and check it out. Alright, we're making our way up to the biogas plant, and we're actually going past our starting point here on the right. There goes that little main farm area. And last time we turned left at this particular road, so we'll turn right. And if we come up through here, just a touch of lag going on there. It's probably more a reflection of my computer than anything. But you drive up through this entranceway here. It weighs you 979. There you go, nearly a ton. You've got some silage pits right there that you can go ahead and ferment your grass into silage. Certainly be doing that if I end up doing this map, using this map. A range of fields over the back there. Some more storage area. Man, those silage pits are massive. And here goes the Silo King right in here. So that's where you would tip all your silage to sell it. And let's look at how many silage selling points are there. Looks like just the one at the biogas plant where we are located right now. And first work around here, there goes a digestate tank. So obviously as you sell your silage, that starts to fill up and you can use that for fertilizer. And here goes another big field over the back, and we're sort of looking over to the area down to the waterfront, which we sort of started at earlier on. But there we go, guys. There goes Woodshire or Woodshire. I think I'm going to go with Woodshire. That's probably going to heck a lot of the British viewers off. But another farm to consider for my next save. So either this or Oakfield Farm. And perhaps I might look at one more map. But I certainly like this map. It's definitely got a lot of different things to do. I like the fact it's got the train. The scenery's fantastic. It looks like a really well developed map. So I would be really interested in your thoughts. Throw them down in the comments. If you're new, think about subscribing. It costs nothing at all except a little bit of self-respect. And as always, everybody, till next time, take it easy.